Welcome everybody. We're back. He's back. It's
I'm
great.
back.
It's the Football
Hello.
Absurdity Sitshow with Krisko. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? How was that Niners game?
Niners game was fun. I definitely didn't freak out my dogs with all my hooting and hollering. My weekend's going better than Mark Sanchez's. The report went from Mark Sanchez got stabbed to Mark Sanchez got stabbed (parentheses) because he deserved it. And I just saw he is now charged with 3 misdemeanors. So yeah, better weekend than Mark Sanchez is going so far. How about you? How's your weekend going?
Smooth. I made a giant crock pot of stuff that goes in cheeseburgers, and I got rid of all the stuff in my fridge. Why?
Wait, what do you mean a giant crock pot of stuff that goes in cheeseburgers?
I
Like you
just
just
looked at
put all the cheeseburger fixins in and
yeah, I
made
just
like a
looked and I'm like,
cheeseburger stew?
God, I have all this cheese and meat, and there's a bunch of pasta shells I want to get rid of. Let's just dump this.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Okay, why
I'm
am I?
making it was my mom's birthday on Friday and my brother works on Saturday, so we're all going over there this afternoon. I'm making do you know how hard it is to cook for people who are some mix of vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and low sodium in their diets?
Okay,
Because
I'm
it's very
making
difficult. It was my mom's birthday on Friday, but I'm making a olive oil pasta salad and 3-bean salad.
nice. Keep
Yeah,
vamping. I gotta promote.
I am
Thank you
vamping.
so
All
much.
right, so vamping. Let's talk about the inactive report. My big beautiful boy Buccaneers Irving will not be playing today. That highlights the inactives for me, at least, and I'm definitely not stalling because I can't find. Oh, I DM'd them to Evan. That's right. Um, my big beautiful boy is out. It's looking like it's going to be a multi-week injury. Lamar Jackson out. We knew that on Friday. Same with Chuba Hubbard. Tyrone Tracy is out, which means it's Cam Scadaboo season. The pride of Rio Linda, California, baby. Devin Neal also inactive. CD Lamb leads the wide receivers. Alec Pierce and Cavante Turpin are also out. Alec Pierce was going to be my sleeper this week because of Adonai Mitchell's brain not working and that role being very fruitful. So it might be Adonai Mitchell again, and hopefully he holds on to the ball. A couple of Raiders tight ends inactive today. Brock Bowers was kind of sniffed up over the weekend, and Michael Mayer also inactive. So I don't even know who the third tight end is. I was going to look him up, but frankly, I don't care. In the afternoon games, it's looking like we're getting Tyjae Spears, Calvin Ridley, and Sterling Shepard. But as I mentioned, Buccaneers Irving is out, as is Mike Evans. Trey Benson went on IR. So we're looking at Michael Carter and Amari DiMercado. One of the things that I did in the podcast this week is there's a lot of flux among the running backs. And by the way, it was a Jeff Krisko versus the world. I went solo dolo on Friday. So I've been talking a lot this weekend. I ranked the sudden change in role guys as follows. Woody Marks is a must start. Rashad White is a good start. Rico Dowdle and Michael Carter are okay starts. Amari DiMercado is a flex only play. Same with Sean Tucker. I would prefer not to play those guys. Amari DiMercado looking like his role is not going to change per Adam Schefter this morning.
And to
And
interrupt real quick, would you start Amari DiMercado over T. Higgins?
No,
All right, thank you. Keep
I would
going.
start T. Higgins. Amari DiMercado, his role's not going to change. He's going to keep that third down role. So that role has gotten him like 6 touches this year. So I think people who start Amari DiMercado are going to be a little bit disappointed. And then I would put Sean Tucker last. The Seattle defense is elite. And with no Bucky, I don't think this game's going to go well for the Buccaneers. Isaiah Davis and Brashard Smith are just stashes for me. I would stash Davis. I would stash Smith over Davis because the KC running backs have absolutely zero juice, and if they're going to get Smith involved, he likely is going to take over that running back room in just a few weeks. And Isaiah Davis is probably just going to play that Braylon Allen role, which wasn't super fruitful.
Fabulous.
Oh, you're welcome, Chris. I thought that was your question. Evan.
No, it just came in super quick, so I wanted to reward him for being an early bird.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
I'm gonna unstick the video.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
All righty. While we're waiting for some, do we have
Oh
some
yeah.
more
What's
questions?
up? What's up, Decky? What's up, AK? We got AK question. Would you play PPR, full PPR? Travion, looking. Oh, sorry, full PPR. He's looking for a ceiling play. Travion, Buffalo, A.O. Manor. Wait, how do I
The
say it?
Titans are AO Manor is
Okay,
correct.
or Michael Carter.
Who are the Titans playing again? Tennessee going up against Arizona. Arizona actually has a really good pass defense. So I would go with Michael Carter here, to be honest. To be dishonest, I'll go with Alec Ao Manor. I would go the Patriots running back situation is one that's very messy, and I want some clarity before I get excited to start a guy. Oh wow, I've turned into Discord. The Titans they're just a mess top to bottom, and Michael Carter, it's looking like he's taken over the Trey Benson, James Conner role from reports that I saw this morning. Like I mentioned, DeMarcado looks like he's not going to change his role. All right.
Solid. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir. I'm waiting for Tony to ask for the boom plays. I have no idea if Tony's watching, but I'll get into I heard Tony did well in my stead last week. I have big shoes to fill with the boom plays. He called Romeo Dobbs 3 touchdowns. I don't think he called 3 touchdowns. I heard he just called the boom play. So hopefully I can fill those shoes. My boom quarterback this week, there's a few options here. Good matchups for Justin Fields, Bryce Young, Jackson Dart, Justin Herbert, and Jared Goff. Ultimately, because I try not to pick boom players on the same team, a hint for who my boom running back might be. I'm going to go with Jackson Fart going up against the New Orleans Saints. They are 4th in EPA per pass play allowed. The Giants defense pass rush is going to give them a lot of short fields. They're 6th in pressure, 12th in sacks. So they're probably going to give the Giants offense some short fields, despite having no pass catchers. The Saints are 4th in EPA per pass allowed and 17th in EPA per rush allowed, which tells me that Scadaboo's not going to be very efficient today, or he'll be nominally efficient, and Jackson Dart has a better chance. Last week, he was only 111 passing yards and a score, but 54 rushing yards and a touchdown, 5 designed runs. He still has weapons. Theo Johnson stepped up last week. Juan Daddy's been a PPR mainstay. Darius Slayton's going to take some deep routes, and of course, Cam Scadaboo's a pass catcher. My bust quarterback this week is Mo Picks. I will not be starting Bo Nix up against the Philadelphia Eagles. My boom play at running back is David Montgomery. Oh, AK needs to start 2 of those guys. Oh boy.
So PPR, Travion, or A.O. Manor?
Travion. AO Manor. If you're going ceiling play, AO Manor. My boom running back play. I'm taking a stroll down Narrative Street, Evan. I hope you come with me. Do you know where David Montgomery is from?
Montgomery, Alabama.
Close. That would be some great nominative determinism. He is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Do you know where the Detroit Lions play today?
Yes, because I have them in an eliminator. They play Cincinnati, Ohio.
Correct. And do you know who has never played in Cincinnati, Ohio as a professional? David Montgomery. This is going to be a game where the Lions are going to absolutely obliterate the Bengals in this one. And so you have a player's coach in Dan Campbell who is going to get David Montgomery at least 1 crack at a touchdown. He's been up and down this season, he being David Montgomery. He's had 2 good matchups so far. Chicago and Baltimore. In those games, he's averaging 100 yards and 1.5 touchdowns per game. So he's going to cruise in this one, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of we have to get David Montgomery this touchdown. We saw it in week 2 against the Bears. They will put their boot on the throat of people if they think that it'll be funny and fun, like they did with Ben Johnson, and I think that they'll do that with Cincinnati so that David Montgomery can have a big game. For my bust running back, there's some bad. Oh, I'm sorry. The other good matchups, Woody Marks going up against Baltimore. Michael Carter going up against the Titans. That's actually a good matchup this week. Travis Etienne going up against the Chiefs. Also, the Giants allow the most yards per play, so maybe EPA per play, so maybe Alvin Kamara. And then Miami also allows the most EPA per play rushing, so maybe Rico Dowdle. bad running back matchups this week. They've already all played except for the Chargers going up against the Commanders. So this doesn't have to be that complicated. Don't play JCM. Don't play any of those running backs. Do we have any questions before I get to my boom wide receiver and boom tight
Yes.
end?
First of all, good
Okay.
afternoon, Minnie. Glad you're here.
Hello,
Uh,
hello, hello.
do you have a strong feeling between Mason Taylor, Dalton Schultz, or Chig?
So originally Dalton Schultz was going to be my boom tight end of the week, just based off of straight up matchups, because the Ravens um, allow a lot of fantasy points to tight ends, and Jacob Hummel, who is going to be replacing Roquan Smith, played about 40 defensive snaps last year in coverage, and he allowed a perfect passer rating. So I was like, oh, Dalton Schultz. But at the same time, if I go into my handy dandy spreadsheet that I made here, the Jets, who are playing up against the Colts, the Colts actually are middle of the pack against tight ends. So neither one of them is my upside play if I had to choose. I'm putting Chig out there outright. I'm not touching Chig. Sorry, I got distracted by this special teams play in in Cleveland, Minnesota.
I'm just about to watch it.
Um,
It's just airing
yeah,
now, so I'm excited.
yeah. It's a great play. I would
That was
rank
cool.
them. I would rank them Taylor, Schultz, Chig. The quarterback matchup for Justin Fields is primo. It's the best in both fantasy points and EPA per play, which means that he's going to be able to throw the ball. And Mason Taylor is the number 2 option there. So I'll go with Mason Taylor over Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz is also a nice play. Chig, I'm setting to the side for now.
Nice. Speaking of setting to the side, I'm moving our names to the side. It's a new thing I
Off
do.
to the side. All right. Nobody knows who is who. My boom wide receiver this week. So we've got some good matchups for good wide receivers this week. You got Garrett Wilson going up against Dallas. You got Jacoby Myers going up against Indy with no Brock Bowers or Michael Mayer. You've got Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed going up against the Giants. You got Marvin Harrison playing the Titans. And you got Michael Pittman going up against the Raiders. That's in fantasy points per game. In EPA per target, the Jets guys, the Carolina guys, the Giants guys, the Chargers guys, and the Buffalo guys all have good matchups. My boom player this week, tops in fantasy points allowed to wide receivers, top 10 in yards per target and touchdown rate by a wide margin. The Dallas Cowboys taking on Garrett Wilson, and I feel even better about this because it's in Tony's model, Tony's wide receiver model, which is bonkers good. So I was on the fence, and then Garrett Wilson's in Tony's wide receiver model. So Garrett Wilson, I'm thinking couple touchdowns, 120-ish yards or so. He's 3rd in targets, 2nd in target share, 6th in first read targets. He's wide receiver 5. He's averaged 7 for 78 per game. Dallas allows 11.2 yards per target to wide receivers, which is number 1 by about 10%. And they allow 12% of targets to wide receivers to be touchdowns. Number 2 is about 10%. So Garrett Wilson, far and away the best matchup this week for a stud wide receiver.
Fabulous. AK wants to know full PPR pick 2. Michael Carter versus Tennessee, Woody Marks at Baltimore, Devonta versus Denver, BTJ versus KC. He's leaning BTJ and Marks.
Here's a throwback. I saw Devonta. I went, Freeman?
Yeah, I always do. Still do.
Devonta Freeman? I would go Carter and Marks. Actually, yeah, Carter and I'd go Carter and Marks. The Jacksonville offense it's never looked more down bad for a team that's 3-1. Like they are. I saw them last week. That's why I wasn't here. Trevor Lawrence is the most skittish football player I've ever seen on a football field. It is crazy that a number 1 overall pick in a quarterback friendly offense is as put out every single play as Trevor Lawrence is. If his hands weren't touching the center's butt with less than 5, like when it hit 5 seconds on the play clock, just call the timeout because he's getting a delay game. Like it was wild how bad he was last week, and he was just like, I don't know if it showed on the game film, but at Levi's I could see him just like running around, like holding his helmet, like he couldn't figure out what was going on. So I feel really bad about the Jags offense, except for the run game in this one.
All right. Minnie wants to know pick three, half PPR. Pick three. And there's 5 names for you.
Okay.
Diggs at Buffalo. Hollywood
Okay.
Brown at Jags. Travis Hunter versus Kansas City. Godwin at Seattle. Tolbert at the Jets.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Diggs at Buffalo. We're taking a walk down narrative street, and he seems to be emerging as the best wide receiver there. There was a DraftKings does like a free entry into a pick 6 where you have to pick the first touchdown in like 6 different games, and I picked Stephon Diggs for this game. Hollywood Brown at the Jags, I don't want to. I feel like we got tricked week 1. Xavier Worthy coming back is going to put him in the shadow realm. Chris Godwin, I'll go there, even though Seattle's pass defense is legitimate. It's like legitimately elite because he had 10 targets last week in his first week back, and no Bucky Irving leads me to believe that it'll be a little bit more pass heavy game script or game plan for Tampa Bay. And then it comes down to Travis Hunter versus Jalen Tolbert. I don't know. That's a rough one. Tolbert has the matchup. Travis Hunter is the more talented player. He did have a nice catch last week, but the Jags offense is so bad. I'll go with Jalen Tolbert. And AK says he's not skittish. He's straight ass this year. Yeah, Shane Waldron is their passing game coordinator. I wish I had known that when I hyped up all the Jags. An iCast on my team. Deku has a team in Discord.
He's trying to get to Shaheed in there somewhere.
All right, let me take a look. Let me. It's always good TV to have somebody just playing on their phone or on their computer.
Well, you know what I'll do? I'll put his team up on the Discord here. Let's see here.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Deku. Ew, playing on NFL.com. Okay. Well, let's see. You're kind of stuck. Honestly, I wouldn't change anything. I know you want to get Rashid Shaheed in there, but I feel like this is also a game where Jameson Williams gets going. Like the Bengals are straight ass, and I think the Lions are going to use this game to get their guys who have been struggling going. So I would keep this as is. If you want to get Shaheed in there, I would prefer to bench Chris Godwin just because of the Seattle matchup, like I said, being elite. But honestly, I would have benched Jerry Jeudy. So maybe it's a little too late to help you out on that one. But yeah, I would rank the guys Jameson, Shaheed, Godwin, but Shaheed and Godwin are close.
Fabulous,
so
fabulous. And I'm gonna wake.
So if you have that fire in your gut about Rashid Shaheed, I would play him over Chris Godwin. Or how about this for a hot take? Move Woody Marks running back and bench Saquon Barkley. I don't actually believe that. Don't do that. Oh no, Deku was gonna bench Jerry Jeudy, but the early start got him. Yeah, my alarm on my phone is it's a song on Spotify. And so that means that every night I have to turn my volume back up, and I forgot to do that last night. So I got up at 7:00, missing the first quarter of this game.
See, I woke up at 4:30 because I wake up at 4:30.
That's sicko shit. Don't do that.
I'm tired, but my brain starts going, there's football. Also, you have time to cook, and then I'm just way too wired to fall asleep.
That's sicko stuff, man. Don't do that.
Well, I cooked.
All right.
Some good shit. So.
All right. Boom tight end. Very simple. The former Mr. Kelsey Plum. It has nothing to do with his touchdowns last week. It had to do with the fact that he ran 10 routes. He was targeted on 4 of them. It was his first game off the couch after literally retiring, not playing at all last year. 4 targets, 3 catches, 27 yards. The 2 touchdowns are nice. Johnny Smith last year had a 25% target route target rate, which was 6th in the NFL. When they traded Johnny Smith, they traded for Darren Waller almost immediately, which tells me that his job is to be Johnny Smith. He's going to get a ton of targets in this offense, especially with no Tyreek Hill. They're going to have to change the complexion of this offense. They're going to, I think they're going to go a little bit more just like quick pass, run and gun, short targets, no Tyreek Hill. I know that they already throw the ball faster than anybody else, but they're just going to lean into that. And then the Carolina Panthers are one of 2 teams that are top 10 in both touchdown rate to tight ends and yards per target to tight ends. The other team is one of 3 teams. The other 2 are the Washington Commanders, who are playing the Chargers. So if you have a wild hair about Oronde Gadsden, go for it. And the other one is the Steelers, who are on a bye. So that is the best matchup for tight ends this week, is the Washington Commanders. Second is the Carolina Panthers. So I'm going to go with Darren Waller as my boom tight end this week. So boom quarterback, Jackson Fart, boom running back, David Montgomery, boom wide receiver, Garrett Wilson, and boom tight end, Darren Waller, who is going to be, I would say, probably about 75% rostered after this week.
I'm going to invent a vape that is a harmonica. So that way, while I'm overcoming my nicotine addiction, I can learn an instrument.
There you go. I'm going to invent a vape that's good for you.
You can just put some lavender and herbs in there and sell to the woo.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Ooh, dude, an essential oils vape. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just inhale fucking ying, what's it called? Lang Lang.
And for those of you who have COVID, try our new UV light vape.
Boom Kicker coming soon. Boom Kicker is always Brandon Aubrey. I do not associate with kickers. Here's my strategy for kickers. I go in to the available kickers in my league and I say who has the most projected points, and then look at my guy, and if the guy who has the most projected points is projected for more, I switch him. Here's my other strategy. I pick a kicker who has a bye in like week 14. So I don't have to think about it all year.
My boom kicker this week is Spencer Schrader. He's the highest rated dude who plays in a dome. So
bang.
That's it.
My boom kicker this week is Jake Moody, because he was boo in Eddie De Niro on Thursday Night Football.
Very good.
And AK is correct. He'll also bring the boom with a sick beat after he scores a touchdown against Carolina. That's right. He's going to grab the mic. He's going to be like, give me a beat. He's going to be like, I fumbled Kelsey Plum. That was really dumb. That's my Darren Waller impression.
It was pretty good.
Thank you. So Cleveland's up against Minnesota. Minnesota is driving. Who did I pick to win this game? Let's see. FA podcast notes. I picked Minnesota. So let's go Carson Wentz. Putting all my emotional stability into Carson Wentz's hands. That's good, right? That's what you're going for?
I thought of picking Minnesota in Eliminator because it's, they've been there a week overseas and Cleveland has the rookie quarterback, and then I realized Minnesota looks like garbage.
Yeah. And also, like, I'm surprised Jordan Mason scored a touchdown today. Well, Jordan Mason scoring a touchdown is giving him a good game. Let me see what his stats look like. 13 carries, 52 yards. That's a little bit better than I imagined. The Browns are like the best run defense in the NFL by a wide margin. So that's why I said to sit Jordan Mason, but he got the score. So good job to Jordan Mason. Oh, but he fumbled the ball. Oh, but so did Xavier Scott. So not coming for that job.
AK says we're going to bring in young Joka after our next injury.
Oh, who is young Joka?
No, I'm looking at
oh, that's Kadarius Toney. That got me good. Because if you Google young Joka, the picture is a close-up of Kadarius Toney. Oh my God, my phone's going off, but it's how I'm watching the game. Oh, should I read Peter Shamshiri's post that he just posted
Yes, because
on
they're showing Cancer Kids, so I want something to distract me.
Oh, snap. Kyle Hamilton is out. Hold on,
Yep.
timeout. Hold on one sec. Hold on. I will be right back.
Okay, I will talk. Yes, Kyle Hamilton is out. If you you ever read the Bible and the Bible chapters start with and then blah 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 beget this dude and this dude beget that dude and that dude beget this dude and it goes on for like a page. That's Baltimore's injury report. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there, and that's scary. Um, let's see who football is my religion. Let's see who Miami's playing so we can give consolation to AK. Miami Dolphins. We're playing Carolina. Ooh, that's going to be horrible. That's going to be a hard watch. Oh my gosh, why do I have so many Miami and Carolina Panthers? Oh, which I mean, I think I have two. Oh my. Let's see what the over-unders are today, too. Week 5, OU. And I'll give you some unsolicited gambling advice. Well, Jeff hopefully doesn't have a home repair accident. Uh, Minnesota Vikings are over under at the Browns 37.5, and right now they are at, I believe, 31. So a lot of degenerate gamblers really rooting for somebody to score somewhere here. Yes. And the Raiders and Colts is the highest over under at 48.5 because neither of those teams have ever wanted to play defense. Sorry, the Commanders and Chargers are 49.5 because that went up because of course, Jaden Daniels was announced back, so I didn't realize that that was now the highest. That's interesting. Patriots and the Bills is also 49.5. That's weird. Huh. Oh, food hacks. Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay, well, I'm back.
my.
Sorry. What's up?
Oh, I was just about to share cooking advice, but that's cool. I was just looking at the over. Is everything okay?
Yeah, there's a clog in it. We're guessing it's a clog in a pipe. The my wife's shower water clogged and backed up and came out of the toilet downstairs because they share a pipe. But we have other toilets and other showers, so we're fine.
And other pipes.
And other pipes. Yeah, we're gonna have a plumber come out tomorrow and take a look at it.
Oh,
We're
sorry. You don't want to just dump a bottle of Drano down there?
well, I mean, we can try, but my wife is very much on the like we're going to call it a professional as soon as possible. We're not going to wait and see what happens.
Okay, that's fair. That gets you out
So
of trouble more often than not. So,
yeah. Plus my shower, so the other shower upstairs has been acting a little weird, so we're gonna get it too for inspection.
my main food hack that I'm noticing people not do, and sorry if I mentioned this on Thursday Night Football, uh, people don't, uh, what do you call it? No, what do you do? People don't saute. I don't know. It's not sauteing. People don't dump the salt and pepper and herbs into the hot oil first before anything else and let it stir around for a minute or two to activate it. And I don't understand why they don't do that because it makes it so much better. Put your hot, get your oil, heat it till it's given off smoke, and then toss your salt and pepper and any other spices in there for a minute or two before doing anything.
Okay. Sorry, I'm very much shook by this turlet situation going on in my
I
house.
understand. There's water everywhere. It's always alarming.
Yeah.
I remember one
Yeah.
time. I remember one time the toilet would back up into. I was a renter. This is key detail, and we realized the toilets would back up into the spare shower where I was growing all my pot plants. And
Oh.
so I'm like, I've got to go in and fix it myself every time because I can't call the landlord. Like,
We when we were in college, we had a big clog in a shared pipe with our neighbor, and when they showered, all their shower water came up out of our sink. And our landlord, who is a real piece of garbage, tried to blame it on us. He's like, "Well, what's going on with your sink?" It's like, "I don't know what's going on with your pipes, man. I'm pretty sure my neighbors should be able to shower without their shower water coming out of our sink."
oh yeah, they kept trying to blame us for flushing wipes, which we don't even own. And finally,
Yeah,
it turns out there was a major 6-inch fissure in the pipe. Like the pipe had moved 6 inches from the part of the pipe it was supposed to connect to under the house,
nice.
and we had to move out for 2 weeks.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
okay, so AI. I'm using Google AI for this. Uh, you have a clog in your main sewer line. It's not
That's not
possible.
correct at all.
It's not possible.
That's not
Okay.
correct at all.
It's suggesting tree roots are the culprit.
Mm, that's not correct at all.
That was a good idea. Who had that idea?
There's not a tree, I would say, within
Okay,
25 feet of this pipe.
AK,
So I don't think that's correct at
that was a
all.
fun suggestion. Fatty says old roommate flushed a fish down the toilet and backed up the plumbing. I kind of remember this, and we were
Oh
talking
my
about,
God.
and we were like, how often does he flush fish? And Fatty was like a lot for relative to normal people.
Why are you flushing fish, man?
I mean, dead goldfish, but dead goldfish can't clog up a pipe.
We had 3 goldfish as kids that when they died, we buried them. So they got big though, because goldfish will they grow to the size of their container, and we just kept getting them bigger containers.
Interesting.
Yeah. Eventually we had three goldfish in a like 30-gallon tank.
How big were
And
they?
that's when they good 6 inches or so.
That is huge.
Yeah. They started as dime store or dime feeder fish because we wanted fish. My parents were like, well, these will die within like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I had a goldfish live 10 years.
Yeah, that's what ours were like. They just kept growing. And yeah, we had goldfish and we had betas, just 2 betas, and that was it.
My wife is suggesting that. Wow, did I call my wife my mom? I can't live that one down.
Wow.
My wife is suggesting that my mom just replaced the fish, and
That's entirely possible. Evan's life collapsing.
I don't think that my mom had that attention to my emotional detail.
Needs. All right,
Yeah,
Minnie has an actual question.
okay, hold on, we got a question. Oh,
All right.
IDP.
Wait, IDP or DST?
Um, yeah, I guess it's GST. It's IDP related in a way. Okay, what defense? Jets against Dallas, Denver against Philly, or Seattle versus Bucks?
I'll go Seattle versus the Bucks. Elite missing their, 2 big weapons on the team. And then the Buccaneers are missing 2 big weapons. Denver against Philly. That one's just going to be like Philly could have a pick 6. Like that's entirely possible because like Mo picks is very bad. But I feel like Seattle versus Bucks, it's going to be one of those like lots of sacks games.
You're not a fan of the Jets.
No, the Jets have the worst pass defense in the NFL.
The Jets, I'm looking at, yeah, it's not even close in the rankings. Uh, there's, hold on, there's Seattle ranked number 5, the Jets ranked number 24, and Denver ranked number 17. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that.
Wee. All right, Carson Wentz is at the 17, scores. Oh! Touchdown to Jordan Addison to take the lead with 25 seconds left.
All right.
Hachi
And
Machi,
and a
Carson Wentz,
bunch of
baby.
degenerate gamblers just hit their overs.
Bang, bang. What was the over on this game?
34.5 or 35.
That was it?
No, wait. Hold on. It might have been 37.5, in which case we need this this extra point.
Let's
Shoot,
see.
I just closed the tab, sorry.
When I did the podcast notes, let me see what it was. 36 and a half. Bang, over hit. Wow. I can't believe Carson Wentz can still sling it. And the Browns need a touchdown, baby. So Minnesota's going to win. Although Dylan Gabriel legacy drive right here. Let's see if he can do it. Man, Jordan Addison has been great the last 2 games. Hanging on to him has been drafting him with the 3-game suspension was a smart move. Rashee Rice looking like a dumb move. My teams are floundering without Rashee Rice. I was like, oh yeah, my teams will be good, but they haven't been. All right. We got anything going on? Any questions?
My teams just have to be 500 through week 8 because I win by depth.
You win by, what are you, a dang submarine?
I am. I'm a U-boat.
Minnie says it was Seattle and Denver defenses. Yeah, I would go Seattle then Denver. Oh wait, I read that backwards. Denver against Philly. I was thinking Philly against Denver. Yeah, I would go. It makes it Seattle by a bit of a wider margin.
Hold on, someone's asking something. What? They're in London, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because they've been banished. Uh,
They're not allowed in they're not allowed in America
they
anymore.
can't. Yeah, Donald Trump made a thing. So anyway, the if I had to say the real reason is because for a long time they were trying to make an NFL team Europe's team. So they sent the Jags over, the Jacksonville Jags a lot, and the Jacksonville Jags are horrible and play horrible football. So now they're trying it again with Minnesota, and guess what? Yeah, they're kind
Same
of
deal.
bad. Yeah, but it makes more
La-
sense because like Vikings are European, so
Multiple times last night, I was like, and it makes sense because the rise in white nationalism in Europe. They hate the Browns, so that's perfect.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I kept thinking last night. I was like, "Who are the Jags playing?" I was like, "Who are the Jags playing?" I was like, "The Jags aren't playing, man." Because I was like last night multiple times. I was like, "Wait, who are the Jags playing in England tomorrow?" And then I kept having to remind myself they are not playing.
Yeah, they gave up on the Jags.
Yeah.
And they
What
went
does
to
it say? What does it say about Jacksonville that they are permanently enshrined as the terrible Thursday night football team and also enshrined as the team that they don't want to be in England?
in 2 weeks we get the Rams against Jacksonville, so
Ooh,
that'll be
Rams versus Jaguars.
we're
If
not.
this was real life, it'd be more interesting.
Do you
A
have to
Ram
pass
versus
with
a
your
Jaguar.
Do you have to pass with your left hand if you play in Europe?
Yep, that's the rule. All right,
Okay.
deep shot to win it all. Dylan Gabriel legacy drive, and it's picked off. Minnesota wins, 21-17.
All right.
Kevin
Well,
O'Connell. What? Whoa, Kevin O'Connell. Oh, he has his arms out. I thought there was a flag, but I don't see a flag. Wait, Kevin Stefanski is calling another play? What is happening here? Oh, there were a ton of whistles. That's why. Offensive timeout. I have the game on silent. I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, I have it on silent with no closed captioning. I should have closed captioning.
Nah, closed captioning for sports is it's pointless.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Stefanski is worked up because he was running down the sidelines calling a timeout.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know. Not Kevin Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell, the other Kevin.
I wonder what he saw because it's not like you have a lot of trickery and send all your dudes downfield and rush three.
Yeah, I don't know, but Kevin O'Connell is upset, unhappy. They should have had Kevin O'Connell play in Dublin.
Okay, I'm confused. They're running the play again on my screen.
Oh, 2-1 game. Das ball game. All much ado about nothing.
That was
I think
close.
the ref went. Yeah. Well, Minnesota wins 21-17. Minnesota is 3-2. Cleveland is 1-4. Bang.
All right.
And
Good
the
for-
Football Absurdity podcast was 100% correct. Carson Wentz legacy game, baby. All right. Any questions, or am I really doing podcast notes? Let's see. We've got Jordan Mason,
This is
13
the
for
week-
52.
This is a week where half the fantasy football managers have quit, and the other half are diligent people who set their lineups before the England game.
Don't call Deku undiligent because they forgot to bench Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, he's indiligent.
Indiligent.
A diligent.
3-4. Oh wow.
Non-diligent.
Jordan Mason, 3 targets, 4 catches, 4 yards. Great stuff. One lost fumble. By the way, something I discovered last week, if people are wondering what's going on with Alvin Kamara, he had 2 yards receiving last week and 13 yards after the catch. So that kind of tells you what's going on.
Is Miles Garrett happy with his money?
Yeah, because money can buy happiness. That's how the adage goes. David Njoku, 6 for 9, 67 yards and a touchdown. Harold Fannin, 4 for 13 and a touchdown. Wow.
Somebody on NFL.com, it might have been Connie Fox. I hope not, but because Connie Fox rules. But somebody was like, Miles Garrett should be on the short list for MVP, and I had to stop and like look at the screen because I'm like, you have to like win games to get MVP. You know?
I mean, he should be. I mean, this is the classic thing that people do every year. It's the easy out when you say when you know they're not going to win, you say, well, they should win. But because the voters are dumb, they won't let them win.
It's like you, it's not the best player on their team who's better than everybody else. You can't say like having $10 and a bunch of pennies is better than having 100 identical dollar bills. That's not how this works. That is not the most valuable player. Yes,
I'm confused. The 10 in that analogy, the 10 is the most valuable individual item in that group.
True.
So that doesn't work.
Okay.
That is the most.
You're right. I like how you followed it. I like how you actually followed it.
Evan was
$10
like,
pennies.
hey, check out this analogy that says the opposite of what I'm trying to say.
$10 and some pennies versus 520s. There we go.
I'm confused. I'm confused. Miles Garrett is a most valuable player candidate. You don't have to be winning to be the most valuable player on your team.
I think you do, though.
I don't think you do, because it's especially in the NFL. There's 22 guys that play down to down. The impact of one particular player is exceptionally diluted. But there's also the thing that defensive players don't win MVP. So, I mean, if you're talking about like a short list of, the way I think about MVP is the short list of players that are the most impactful to their team.
Hold on.
And Miles Garrett is a disruptive force, whether or not the rest of the defense sucks butt, or they're starting Carson Wentz and Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco. That speaks nothing to what Miles Garrett is doing.
Hold on. I'm doing some research on the fly here, and I'm almost done. Okay. One more thing.
A woman was holding up a Nas Reed flag in Minnesota versus Cleveland in England, and somebody's waving a Nas Reed flag. Shout out Minnesota Vikings fans. Oh boy.
There has never been an MVP on a team with a losing record.
Again, that's because the voters are stupid.
Yes. But Miles Garrett will not be MVP.
No, he won't be MVP, but that's what I was saying. You're agreeing with me, Evan, whether you realize it or not.
I'm agreeing with you for different reasons, though. That's the key to my pedantry right here.
Well, yeah, it's because, is he a most valuable player? Yes. Do the people who vote on MVP look at wins and losses first? Yes. Is that stupid? Yes. All of those are true. Like right now, if you're looking okay, like let's look at NFL records right now. Trevor Lawrence, better case for MVP than Lamar Jackson. If we're just looking at records, Daniel Jones, better chance for MVP than Lamar Jackson. Fred Warner, more so than Matthew Stafford? I don't think so.
AI cannot handle this question. Who was the last person to win NFL MVP on a losing team? They're telling me Josh Allen, because he lost MVP 4 times in 2024. That's not even okay.
But here, StatMuse did it in one. Players with most losses in an MVP season. Barry Sanders for the 9-7 1997 Detroit Lions.
Oh, it must be trying to pull from that StatMuse article and doing a bad job.
Josh Allen is. Wait, this can't be right. because it says that. Yeah, I guess so. See 2024, 13-4. Adrian Peterson, for the 10-6 2012 Minnesota Vikings. Worst record of a team that had the league MVP. Yep. Co-league MVP. Wow. Co-league MVP. Dick Butkus won a Defensive Player of the Year award on the 1-13 Chicago Bears. Wow. Cortez Kennedy won Defensive Player of the Year on the 2-14. What team was that? What team was Cortez Kennedy on? Why am I blanking? Seahawks.
Goodness.
That's right.
Butkus won Defensive Player of the Year on a team that went 1-13.
Yes, Evan. Thank you for listening. I said that like a minute ago.
I was researching, man. This is hard. And that stat news article is really hard to parse. Like, it just shows you losses, which I'm like, that's not. There's two parts to this equation.
It doesn't help. All right.
Should we call it?
Yeah, let's call it. Everybody's got their lineup set. I hope everybody has a good time. I'm gonna go make some tater salad and 3-bean salad, and hope my house doesn't float away. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Which button do I hit? Last week I didn't hit the right button, and we were streaming for 13 hours of darkness. Here we go.